Like I said, we have a lot of content leading up to the Oscars this week, including picking my personal winners out of the Oscar nominees. I could do it where I just say I open it up to any movie that came out in 2021 and pick, but honestly, like that requires way too much brain power, and like, I'd rather just keep it to the nominees so we can all be somewhat consistent here. As always, you guys gotta let me know what you guys would pick personally out of the nominees. If I feel so compelled to say something else, I'll mention it, but I'll still keep it to the nominees. And yes, I am doing this because I still don't know what I'm doing for my final predictions, but that will come out later this week, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's start with Best Picture. All right, there are your nominees. So, fortunately, I just rewatched all of them. I did a video about it where I ranked all the Best Picture nominees. You can see it on my channel. It's literally the last video I posted. For what it's worth, my top 4 would be Dune, West Side Story, Drive My Car, and The Power of the Dog. But I am going to go with Dune. That would be my personal pick. Honestly, it's weird because, and I've said this before, I like these movies. I like most of them here. But at the same time, they still feel a little lacking for whatever reason. Was 2021's Oscar better than this year? At first I thought maybe not, but now I'm thinking about it, I mean, maybe it is. When it has shit like Minari and The Father and Sound of Metal, like shit like that. I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. I would pick Dune. Once again, let me know what you guys pick. Best Director. Okay, so it's obviously not Kenneth Branagh. Not Kenneth Branagh. With all due respect, not Paul Thomas Anderson, even though I do love him. Honestly, this is between Jane Campion and Steven Spielberg for me. Even though I love Drive My Car more than The Power of the Dog, that rewatch of The Power of the Dog really was something else. I mean, I could easily flip The Power of the Dog and Drive My Car, but it's between Steven Spielberg and Jane Campion. It's tough. I am going to go with Steven Spielberg, though. I mean, I just watched West Side Story again last night. I'm telling you, there's fucking magic in there. The handle he has on this movie, unbelievable. But Jane Campion would be my runner-up, and she'll be a great Oscar winner when she does go on to win. Actress. Okay, you all already know this is my girl Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which is so unlike me because I am notoriously tired of the biopic. I typically don't like the huge, really loud, over-the-top, showy, like makeup transformation performance. Typically. But this one just absolutely worked for me. Maybe it's because like Tammy Faye literally was that person, but I really think she was like amazing in it, and I do hope she wins. Good chance she wins, but this is still the most up in the air actor race. So who knows? If not Chastain, then I would go to Stewart, but I would actually go Chastain. So I guess me and the Academy line up there. Best Actor. This one is actually very easy for me. This is Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog. I think he is unbelievable in that movie. I think he is by far the best out of this lineup. I just think he's incredible. He's fucking incredible in this movie. He is on something. I do kind of wish he was gonna win, but Will Smith will make a good acting winner too. I really like Will Smith. Will Smith actually would be my second choice after Benedict Cumberbatch out of this lineup, but Cumberbatch by a mile. Supporting actress. Okay, this might be a little controversial. To me, this is between Ariana DeBose and Ingenue Ellis. I really, really love Ingenue Ellis in King Richard. I think she is fantastic. Like, I just see a mom in that movie, And then Ariana DeBose is also really great in West Side Story. I mean, obviously she's doing everything, acting, singing, dancing, and she is going to win the Oscar. I can't really lose with either one. You know what? Fuck it. I would actually go for Ingenue Ellis. I think she was fantastic, but it's really close between them. Honestly, like Ariana DeBose is gonna be a very good like Oscar winner. Like it'll age nicely. But actually, I would go with Ingenue Ellis. I really love that performance. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, supporting actor. So you guys already know if you guys watch my channel, I just could not give less of a fuck about this category, and I don't say that disrespectfully. Obviously, I like some of these performances. I like the people, but no one in this 5 would make my personal supporting actor lineup. If I was making a supporting actor lineup with all the movies eligible, no one from here would be on it. With that being said, if you're forcing me to pick, it would be between the 2 frontrunners, Troy Kotsur and Cody Smith-McPhee. Man, I don't know. Dude, this is tough. All right, thinking cap on. I'm going to go with Cody Smith-McPhee. Once again, guys, seriously, the rewatch of The Power of the Dog was unbelievable. Like, so many more things, like, hit me this time. It was great. It was, like, almost like a new movie to me. Like, I don't know what it was. When I first watched it, like, I didn't think that much of Cody Smith-McPhee's performance, Like, I thought he was good. I did not think he would end up like being one of the front runners, certainly. But I mean, like the cigarette scene, just you can just tell in his facial expression. I don't know. I really like that performance. Troy Kotsur will be good too. Once again, Arizona's own. So I won't really complain about that. It's just, it's fine. Whatever. Original screenplay. This one is actually pretty easy too. This is the worst person in the world for me. The two screenplay categories are going to be easy for me. The worst person in the world is clearly the best screenplay in here, in my opinion. I love it so much. Like I've talked about the worst person in the world already a bunch of times. I did a whole video about the international features. So if you want to know more, you can go there. But the worst person in the world for original screenplay, God, that'd be fucking awesome. Adapted. Sticking with the international, this is Drive My Car, like 100%. This is like adapting like a short story into what this was. I mean, the screenplay is unbelievable. Like what? It is unbelievably good. It's kind of weird how Coda has taken on the frontrunner status for a screenplay, because even people who love Coda, even they are a little confused. It's like screenplay is the best out of these, but that's neither here nor there. For me, Drive My Car, 100%. Cinematography, goated lineup, absolutely goated lineup. I will not complain if any of these win. And right now it's looking like Dune's gonna win. We'll see though. Personally, this comes down to The Tragedy of Macbeth and West Side Story. Man. I was on a podcast just recently and I said The Tragedy of Macbeth, but that rewatch of West Side Story was, God, West Side Story was crazy. Fuck it, I'm gonna go West Side Story. I think maybe visually, like just the stills, like, the one perfect shot of The Tragedy of Macbeth is probably better. But I just love the camera work in West Side Story. I love how everything is blocked and it's framed and the way it moves. I mean, it's incredible. But I can't complain any of these, honestly. Costume design, Cruella. I mean, guys, what the fuck is Cruella? This is the one random category I'm really invested in. Cruella, hands down, 100%. It is not close. The trash bag dress, the one dress where she's standing on the car, she like unleashes that shit, and dude, come on. It's about costumes. It has the most costumes, and it has the best costumes and the most creative costumes. Cruella. Keep going. Best editing. Okay, this is a weird category, honestly, when I look at it. Once again, I don't mean to keep talking about West Side Story. I don't really know how West Side Story didn't make editing. I mean, that movie is edited really fucking well. Out of the nominees, though, I actually would probably go with Dune. I mean, there's a lot of editing in there, but it's like good editing. Like, as someone who likes Don't Look Up, the editing honestly got a bit much at times. King Richard, I think it's fine as like a sports movie, Power of the Dog is edited nicely, but like I wouldn't feel like compelled to vote for it. And Tick Tick Boom is just, I actually think it's like kind of messy. So I would actually go with Dune. All the dream sequences and the action sequences, I mean, come on, I would go with Dune. Makeup and hair. Okay, so this is actually kind of tough as well. I don't feel that great about some of these. Like even House of Gucci, like the Jared Leto makeup was really well done. Coming to America, the prosthetics are nice. Tammy Faye gets it, I guess, right. It can be a bit much. Cruella is more, in a weird way, contemporary. I would actually go with Dune again. And it's really for the Baron. I think the Baron is like fucking crazy, and how they do all the Harkonnens and everything. I don't know. Once again, I'm not insanely passionate about any of these that much, but I would go with Dune. Production design. And once again, another very good category. To me, this would be between Dune, Nightmare Alley, and West Side Story. I guess I would drop West Side Story, make it between Dune and Nightmare Alley. Once again, can't really go wrong with this category, so I'm not gonna think that hard about it. Man, I don't want to be like a Dune shill, but I think I would go for Dune again. Once again, guys, like the world building to me was the most impressive part of Dune, and that clearly goes to the production design. Production design is not just sets; it is also like the vehicles they use in Dune. Like what they call the Omnithop. You know what? I'm gonna get destroyed by the Dune stands. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Those fucking copters or whatever. That counts as production design. So I would go with Dune. Best sound. Okay, we can kind of speed these ones up. This is Dune. Like hands down, this is Dune. It's not even close as the most showy sound work and also the best sound work. Visual effects. As much as I love Spider-Man No Way Home, and I do love Spider-Man No Way Home, this is clearly Dune. The best visual effects, the most seamless. You can barely like even notice it, honestly. So I would actually go with Dune. Original score. Another good category, actually, in my opinion. Even though I like Parallel Mothers, Encanto's solid, it would be between Don't Look Up, Dune, and The Power of the Dog. I think some people's judgment gets clouded because they don't like Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up score is like really fucking good. Like Nicholas Patel is fucking amazing. Dune is like so loud, and Hans Zimmer like it like engulfs the movie and adds to it. You feel like you're there. You're like vibrating in your seat in the theater. I would actually go with The Power of the Dog though. I would actually go with The Power of the Dog. That Johnny Greenwood, man, that score. It sounds weird to say, but like I would fucking bump that shit. Like I don't know why. I would like put it on in the gym or something and start like lassoing. Like I don't even, you know what I mean? Like I think the score's fantastic, but Don't Look Up, Dune, Power of the Dog, those are all really good fucking scores. Original song. I'm gonna go with the one that's arguably in third place. Be Alive, King Richard. I think it's a very good song. I think it's better than Dos Oruguitas from Encanto, and I think it is better than No Time to Die. It is certainly better than Down to Joy, and Somehow You Do. I don't think, is that like Diane Warren's like best song? I don't like. Be Alive to me is really good, honestly. Animated feature. This is Luca. This is Luca all the way. It's funny. I know there's one person who watches my videos who's like so against Luca. It's kind of funny. I'm sure you're watching this maybe. Luca's like the best one out of here, honestly. Like I love Luca so much. It's so good. Maybe it's because my expectations were brought down because so many people were like it's mid. Luca is not mid. You're mid. Just kidding. You guys are cool. But Luca is fucking awesome, and it is the best one here, honestly. Best documentary. This one is actually easier for me. This is Flea. I love Flea. I think it is the best documentary. I would personally vote for it, obviously, which is what I'm saying. I think it's the best one. It's like the most moving to me. It's like the most well paced. Like it's so captivating and heartbreaking, and then like oddly hopeful at the end, considering what you just fucking went through. So to me, Flea, hands down, best documentary. And best international, actually really tough between Drive My Car and The Worst Person in the World. To be fair, I've only seen The Worst Person in the World once, so maybe that would change, but I would go with Drive My Car for now. But two fucking amazing movies right there. I mean, Flea even's right there. Drive My Car, though, I mean, it was like one of my favorite movies of the year. It was actually one spot ahead of The Worst Person in the World in my top 10 ranking. Maybe that would change if I watch it again, but for now, like I said, Drive My Car, incredible. And that's it. Once again, let me know what you guys would personally pick out of the nominees. Okay, out of the nominees. You know, if we were just opening up like supporting actor, I could have gone with like fucking anybody. I like Jason Isaacs, Mike Feist. Stay tuned this week. I do have a review of The Lost City that's going to go up, and then I will do my final predictions for the 2022 Oscars. So stay tuned for that. I know you guys are waiting for it. I have a lot of thinking to do though. Can Carey Mulligan still pull off an upset? You tell me.